They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Let's go, come on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Hurry up. That's fine, yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's fine, yeah.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, 88.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Lock in.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Trubisky. An open receiver, that's David Njoku. A good pickup there, 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lock in, lock in. Gotta go. Play. Blue.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Jones. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock in.
On first down, Trubisky looking deep downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
4 down. 180.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Lock in, lock in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Go. Lock in.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The give is to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's letting this into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Red, up. 3 down. Lock in.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now Jones down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Red, up. Lock in. Hide.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Zoom.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, come on. Snap. Hey, check 26. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, check 26. Oko, over here. Cut. Zoom.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
Let's go, let's go. Lock in, lock in.
Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red's up. Red's up.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in. Red's up. Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd and 5. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
You see it?
Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Lock in, lock in. Red's up.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
180.
Here's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Zoom, zoom. Hey, 626.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Lock in. Shift. Lock in. Check it out.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a few.
Hey, gotta go. Lock in. Hey, check. 3 down. Hang on, we got. You see it? Switch.
On 2nd down, Washington. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. We're go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Over here. Jump out. Yeah, Liz. Yeah, Liz. 319.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. Where y'all going? Hey, check 26.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 42 yards.
Where y'all going? Jump out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Inside.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cut.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Lock in.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Zoom.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go, come on.
He's going to get it running right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.